They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A handoff here, up the middle, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Look at him go! And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 102 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. This one intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
This one, deep downfield for Mingo. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. That's complete to Rice. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Has his man, it's Samuel. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's a run going left. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second down. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That is hard. He gets the hookup with Rice. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. The motion man here is McClure. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Third and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Running is Vaughn, and he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
He'll run here with Vaughn. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that's going to bring up 4th down. This one, deep downfield for Mingo. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Dallas. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up second down. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels gonna throw again. He'll get this out to his running back. And they're gonna work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Carry here for Vaughn. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go!
Now Vaughn. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this only to about the 20. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Daniels now on 1st down. Throws downfield and hauled in by Samuel. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Sly now for the point after. He's got it, and the Commanders are back within 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Now, faking the give. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
The Commanders pick over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Cowboys 21, Commanders 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. That gains an even 60 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Deuce Vaughn. On the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Play action. Here's Daniels. To the left side in the hands of Rice. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Commanders.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ryan. 60
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. On 1st down, Daniels. That is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On play action, Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He'll air it out down the middle. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, set. Head to 60, head to 60.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. 1st down picked up. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. To the pylon, he's in. Deuce ball. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys are able to extend the lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Let's go now. 18,
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders about to send this one away. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. Big opening up the middle to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
The motion man here is McLaurin. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Washington. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
42. Commanders 32.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running is Vaughn. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards. Carry here for Vaughn. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now he'll run it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Now Vaughn. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
1st down and more inside the 25. And he will score again. Deuce Vaughn. Touchdown Cowboys. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by DaRon Bland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Come on, set.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Washington.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, and now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
The man in motion here is Chark. Open man downfield, it's Rice. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Daniels gonna throw again. The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting?
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Throwing now. Daniels. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.